About abortion.
This is the principal's decision, Solomon. It's too controversial. Parents complain every time without fail.
But isn't that the point of a school paper? To create a forum for students to discuss issues actually affecting us? Why is the school allowed to ban the most controversial issues?
Abortion is the only topic that's off limits. I mean, you have lots of others to choose from.
How about religion?
You can't write about religion.
Why not?
Separation of church and state, you know this. Now look, other than that, the principal has been very clear. No abortion op-eds. No pro-choice pieces, no pro-life pieces. I'm sorry.
What about an article about the mayor?
That would be fine.
And how he's had sex with teenagers. It's in today's Statesman Journal. Have you read it?
I glanced at the headlines.
Our 55-year-old mayor has had sex with 3 teenage boys.
Oh, the facts are not known.
The facts are that he's a right-wing Republican, an opponent of gay rights, and is now being accused of having secret online relationships with several teenage boys.
Look, these stories take time to unfold.
Which is why my article is more about the pattern I've discovered.
A pattern?
A pattern of Republican politicians. I've been researching this on the internet. Even in the last few years alone.
This sounds like you've already started writing this. I mean, you never received my approval.
In 2004, just let me read this bit. David Dreyer, 12-term Republican congressman who voted for a measure that banned gays from adopting in Washington, D.C., is revealed to be, surprise, living with a man.
Solomon, I'm not sure what any of this has to do with what
2006, Mark Foley is texting pages in the Capitol building, which any idiot should know those files will be stored in your cache.
In your what?
And nobody's learning any lessons. There's Ted Haggard, Ed Schrock.
Solomon, can you wrap this
Larry
up, please?
Craig, Bob Allen, he's my favorite. Florida co-chairman of the McCain campaign. The man introduced legislation to outlaw people from, quote, intentionally masturbating in public, as opposed to accidentally masturbating. He then gets caught in a bathroom offering a police officer $20 for a blowjob.
Okay.
And now it's happening right here in Salem. Our mayor has opposed every bit of gay rights legislation proposed.
Slow down! Okay, first of all, you are making all of these issues uniquely Republican. I mean, you could easily research similar Democratic scandals. There's President Clinton.
But people expect that kind of behavior from Democrats. I'm just saying, my piece is exploring the phenomenon of Republican conservatives. Politicians who spend their careers championing morality, American values, the sanctity of marriage. And people like our mayor, Congressman Foley, even Rick Santorum.
Oh, Rick Santorum isn't gay.
Well, not yet.
You are trying to cause a stir. I can't.
I'm trying to figure out how a man can make the decision to live a fictional life so fully that he becomes capable of publicly pushing policy that cuts against who he is.
Solomon, have you talked to your parents about this, about these things you want to write about?
No. My parents think I'm writing about abortion. This topic would be too controversial for them.
Isn't abortion controversial?
No, we're Catholic.
Right, well, the fact that you don't feel comfortable discussing these topics with them, I mean, maybe that's just what I'm feeling, but the whole thing just seems a little, oh, what's the word?
Dirty?
No, not dirty, taboo.
You need to read this to appreciate how good this is.
Solomon, please.
The editor of the newspaper confronts our mayor and asks, Mr. Mayor, why don't you just come clean to me and tell me that being gay is part of who you are? We have several transcripts here from gay.com in which you admit to your fondness for young men. But the amazing thing is, the mayor refuses to come out. Even after being caught, even after all the evidence, the mayor still says, I am a straight man who likes to mentor kids. On gay.com?
Solomon, enough!
Are you mad because you supported his campaign?
Excuse me?
I have a program here from a fundraising dinner listing you as a sponsor for the Mayor's County Initiative. You're listed under $50 or less. I Googled you.
What are you doing? Have you been tape recording this conversation?
Yes, and I have a release form here for you to sign at the end of our talk if you don't mind.
What? I am not signing anything. Why would I sign something? Now, please, just turn that off.
But you did support his campaign.
That has absolutely nothing to do with my disapproving your topic. Now, please, turn that off.
Are you a log cabin Republican?
Am I a what?
The Oregonian says he's the first Republican mayor in 15 years to lose the backing of the Salem chapter of that group, and I'm wondering why.
I'm not. I mean, of course I'm not. I'm not even. Of course I'm not.
You're not what? What is a log cabin Republican?
You know what? Why don't you go ask your parents?
I'll Google it.
Google it then. Good.
Well, I know you're not a lesbian.
Solomon!
I'm just saying, why would I have to ask my parents? Why can't we talk about anything real in school? Why is everybody so nervous?
Solomon, turn the recorder off.
Sorry. I'm thinking of writing a separate, bigger piece about freedom of speech in high schools. If it's any good, I can have my dad pitch it to his friend who works at the Oregonian. My dad's a lawyer. He knows tons of people.
Is that why you keep choosing all of these controversial subjects? So that way I can reject them and then fuel your story?
No.
Because your father's one of the parents who complained to the principal about some of the subjects the paper has been publishing. I thought you were aware of this.
No. He didn't... I didn't know.
Talk to your parents, Solomon.
I can't believe he talked to you.
Not all kids your age are mature enough to handle these subjects.
They're probably the ones having sex with the mayor. I'm sorry.
Look, talk to your parents, Solomon, please.
No, everyone always says that. Talk to your parents. Ask your parents. Why can't we talk about these things in school?
But the school district has several forums. I mean, there are at least 3 assemblies each year.
Yes,
And
I
then
know. Have you ever been to one of them? There's the stranger danger session, where we are told by some experts not to let anyone touch us in our bathing suit areas. That's what they say. Our bathing suit areas. I mean, half our class is having real life, actual sex, and I'm not, but they're talking to us about our bathing suit areas? Our bathing suit areas! Why don't they talk to us about things we actually want to know about, like how do you actually do oral sex?
Okay, time is up. Look, I'm sorry, but
I'm going to write this story.
have you considered another outlet for all this energy? I mean, how about speech and debate? It's a new thing for us this year. Next year there's going to be an advisor ready to start up the first team.
I'm a journalist. I don't like performing. I mean, you're trying to change the subject.
Miss Langen's looking for a student volunteer, someone who can learn about the different events now, raise student awareness, so that way next year the club can hit the ground running.
Every morning when it's announced, people laugh. Everyone thinks it's a joke. She's not going to find anyone.
Look, you should at least learn about the different events.
I'll Google it.
Yes, Google it then. Good.
So, do you have any other comments, clarifications before we end the interview?
It is not an interview. And if you use any of my quotes out of context, I am personally going to escort you to the principal's office.
I can write an article about how Abraham Lincoln was a homosexual.
Solomon!
In civics class, you said.
No, I did not. You had asked me. No, I mentioned in passing that several historians had said that there. Look, I stressed that there was no. Solomon, is that tape recorder still on?
Was I supposed to keep it off? Sorry.
Look, just let me talk to the principal, okay? Let's see what Miss Langen says, and I'll get back to you, okay?
Thank you. 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 Thank you.
You may think that I'm a zero.
Thank God it's built to pre-record, otherwise I couldn't play and sing at the same time. I'm sitting at my Casio keyboard, kinda drunk and really fucking bored, otherwise I have better things to do than update my blog on a Friday night. Welcome to the first podcast entry of my diary, updated daily at monoblog.com. Let's hear it from a band. That's Casio in the background. Casio has been programmed to play the only 3 chords I know over and over while I improvise a new song live before your ears. Ideally, the music would be a little bit more interesting. But Dewada, you're asking? You're so odd and frumpy. You must have friends. No, I don't. All I have is my music. There is music in my blood. Nice. The upcoming auditions for the spring play are the inspiration for this live streaming musical entry. My high school will be doing the timeless classic Once Upon a Mattress. And this year, like every other year, I will not get cast because of my talentless drama teacher, a man I like to call gay guy with the receding hairline in order to protect Mr. Walter M. Healy's anonymity. But this year, I think America should decide whether I get to showcase my skills in North Salem High's multi-purpose. But Dewada, you're asking, how can we show our undying love? Calm down, I'll tell you. You see, Mr. Healy was foolish enough to put his email address at the bottom of his syllabus, so I say, let the campaign begin. If you think I should be the lead in the spring play, email the fool at dramedy@aol.com. That is DRAMED at AOL.com. Mr. Healy, this verse is for you. Mr. Healy, you're a crap sandwich. I'm pure and you're a crap sandwich. Get some bread, your balding head, and some more bread, and you have your head between bread. Crap sandwich, yeah. Wicked! I totally improv that. That's right, what you just saw was free flow, But I'm sure there are still people out there saying, maybe it's Miss Monoblog who's the freak. But I assure you, it's Mr. Healy who's got the problems. Let's just say our fine mayor isn't the only one keeping secrets. But if you still think Miss Monoblog is just a crazy drama queen, let me tell you a story that'll clear this up. You see, at last week's drama club meeting, Mr. Healy proudly announced that he'll be altering the plot to Once Upon a Mattress ever so slightly in order to go with our more conservative community. Lady Larkin, the character who needs to get married ASAP because she's pregnant out of wedlock, will just no longer be pregnant. That's right. She'll just really want to get married. We have a teen mothers program in our high school, and an unwed mother is too racy for us? I mean, is this Salem, Oregon, or Salem, Massachusetts, circa whenever those witches were being hunted? To try and burn me, this witch is fireproof. You can try and hang me, but see how strong my neck is. Wicked. That's from my new original musical, Crucible, which is based off of Arthur Miller's play, The Crucible. The story is told entirely from the perspective of Mary Warren, a part I was born to play and a part that was denied to me by he who shall remain nameless, Mr. Walter M. Healy. Currently, Crucible is on hiatus until I rewrite the plot or until Arthur fucking Miller's estate releases the rights to whatever. try and burn me, but you'll be dead wrong. You can try and hang me, but this girl is headstrong. Yeah. Both. But enough about me. I'm worried about the composer of Once Upon a Map, Mary Rogers. Because if she hears of the heinous charges Mr. Healy changes, Mr. Healy is trying to make, she will die. And if she is already dead, she will kick her way out of the coffin, find Mr. Healy, and slap him in the balls. So, Miss Mary, an impromptu dirge for you. Oh, and the guys go, and the ladies go, sitting at my Casio keyboard. Thank God it's built to pre-record. Otherwise I couldn't play and sing at the same time.
That is the most annoying sound I've ever heard. Are you singing?
We're having some technical difficulties. So, I'll leave you with this. Lady Larkin and I have a lot more in common than you think. We both aren't perfectly pretty, and I don't have her perfect soprano voice, but we had something in common where you fucked it up. Fuck you, Mr. Healy.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for the person who owns the screen name BL Boy. Boy is spelled B-O-I. It's an AOL screen name.
Who is this?
Oh, I'm a reporter from the Trojan. I just read a post on a website called monoblog.com. It listed this phone number. The post read, "Got my own dirt on Healy. You're right. Mayor isn't the only one keeping secrets."
I didn't realize my post was public. Sorry, I did it for that girl who did the podcast.
I'm working on an article involving the mayor's sex scandal, and I'd like to interview you.
Why would you want to interview me?
Well, your message implies that Mr. Healy has also had inappropriate relationships with younger guys, like the mayor. Well, that might be newsworthy. I mean, he is a high school teacher.
Wait, the Trojan. Is that the school paper?
Don't hang up, please. I just want to find out what you know about Mr. Healy. Can you just tell me that?
No, sorry.
Look, I know you don't think I'm a real reporter, but I've got lots of experience. I've already won some awards.
Oh, what kind of experience? What kind of awards?
Well, I was a finalist in the National Write and Illustrate Your Own Book
I got
contest.
3rd place on that contest when I was in the 5th grade. Great. Isn't it like only open to younger kids?
If you'd let me finish. I'm the first sophomore to become an associate editor of the Trojan.
And it's called the Oregon. Write and illustrate your own story book contest. It's not national. I'm not talking to you. Why should I talk to you?
Because you posted a private message to a public bulletin board and I read it. And I can direct anyone to that website, including Mr. Healy or real reporters who will find your story and find your secrets, whether you want them to or not.
Okay, dude. You don't have to do that. Please. Don't be a freak.
I won't. I'm sorry.
Okay, well... Goodbye,
What was your story about?
What?
Well, you said you got 5th place,
Why
so I'm
the
just
hell
wondering
would you
why.
ask that?
Well, it's a simple question. You don't have to answer if you don't
I'm
want
not going to, okay? Goodbye!
Tell me or I'll call Mr. Healy. What was it about? Are you there?
It was about this kid who traveled back in time.
Well, how far back?
Very far back, like biblical times.
Like in a time machine? How does he do that?
You don't know? Well, he just goes all the way back in time to biblical times.
Who does he meet? What does he do?
He meets this guy, Cain.
Like Cain from the Bible?
You don't know when you read it, but it's biblical, so you figure it out.
So what happens to Cain?
Why do you care?
Tell me.
Or what?
Or I can easily call Mr. Healy.
Cain is put off that the time travel kid is so queenie.
The time travel kid is cleaning? How would people know that?
My illustrations?
Okay, so then what? What does the Queenie kid do?
He time travels.
And he meets Cain.
Yes.
And they do what? What do they do?
Nothing. Cain hates him, so Cain goes to kill him.
The Queenie kid? Why would Cain kill the Queenie kid?
Because he's pissed off that the time travel kid is all gay and queenie, so he wants him dead.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's abrupt, but okay.
Yeah, and right before Cain strikes the kid down, the kid whispers in his ear, "Your brother's just like me." So,
What does that mean?
it means Cain's brother's gay.
Abel? Abel is gay? Well, how would the Queenie kid know that?
Gator, I don't know. I was 9.
Okay. So then what?
What?
Well, then what happens?
Cain kills the kid. And then he kills his brother. The end.
So, this is confusing. You changed the Bible story so that Cain really killed Abel because Abel was gay?
Yes.
That is so confusing.
It's messed up because I wrote it when I was 9, right when it just came out.
You came out when you were 9?
Yes, well, 10 officially.
So, then why isn't your time travel kid in the Bible? How do you explain that?
Are you really this serious?
What?
Never mind. Are we done yet?
Well, I'm not serious.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, why would you say that? Like,
You
what
are
is that?
such a freak.
Well, I'm not a freak. I'm just not serious in some bad way.
Really?
Really?
Good.
Good.
I bet your story was serious. I bet your story was very serious.
Well, not in a bad way, no. Actually, it was historical fiction action adventure, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So, have I, answered all your
It was
questions
about
yet?
this kid, Abraham Lincoln.
I really don't need to know.
No, I know. I'm just saying. It was about Abraham Lincoln when he was a teenager, like 14. I'm just saying. Which was kind of creative to write about Abraham Lincoln as a boy, since most people think of him as a man. I'm just saying.
Did you, give Macney? How did you draw him so young?
No. I studied historical portraits from the period. And so it's basically about teenage Abraham Lincoln meeting this girl in the library in his town. And the girl hates to read and learn. But over the course of one rainy night, he teaches her to love reading and love learning because he loves to read and learn, which he really did love those things in real life. It's based off of what I learned in history class. Oh my God, my story sucks.
Yeah.
It's really terrible, isn't it? I mean, I was only 11, but
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
well, I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it.
Okay, good.
Very good. Goodbye then.
Yeah. Oh, and you're not going to call Mr. Healy and tell him about
I won't do that, no.
Thank you.
So have you won any other awards besides
Oh
that
my
place,
God.
or-
Why do you ask so many questions? You are such a freak.
You haven't won any other awards.
Let me see. I was an Eagle Scout at 15. That was fun. I haven't cured cancer or anything yet, so...
I thought you couldn't be a Boy Scout if you were, you know.
No. I mean, this one time I made up a dance for the Boy Scouts talent show. A dance I choreographed to George Michael's Freedom. So maybe they didn't know, but... Yeah, that was gay.
What kind of dance?
It wasn't a kind of dance. It was just dance I had special moves in that I was going to teach everybody.
Well, what made them special? What were your moves?
They weren't special. They were just moves I made up in my bedroom, you know? My moves. That's all I mean.
Okay, I'm with you, and then what?
Then what?
Well, did they like your moves? What?
That's not the point.
Well, they didn't like your moves?
I didn't do them, okay?
Why didn't you do them?
Because all these kids were doing all this shit. Throwing curveballs, tying knots. I mean, this one kid before me was teaching them how to do some lame wrestling moves like how to pin a guy down or something. I mean, I didn't do them. I'm not an idiot.
So you just didn't do them?
Yes, dude. Yes, of course. Yes.
You know, people in Salem are pretty open-minded.
People in Salem are straight. I don't know. I'm new here. I grew up in Portland, but most people here think they're liberal, but most of them are liberal Puritans. I can't even find a teacher to be the advisor for the Gay Straight Alliance.
Is that like, what is that?
It's nothing. I just need an advisor, or else I don't get any school funding.
Well, have you asked the mayor? I bet he'd do it.
Yeah, the mayor won't give me any civil rights, but he'll definitely give me a blowjob.
That's disgusting.
You know, you shouldn't try to freak out so much about stuff. You sound like an old man.
I'm not an old man. I'm not... Why would you... Whatever, I don't know. I'm not an old man, but... I don't know. Sometimes I think the best part about being young is knowing that there are all these unhappy older people around who wish they were my age. Like, the good part isn't going to football games or hanging out on the corners. It's like, the best part is just being envied. Is that awful?
You're really this serious.
Solomon, your grandmother wants to give you your birthday card. Get down here and thank her.
What's the occasion over there?
Nothing, family dinner.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Solomon!
Your mom's got a loud voice. Hey, do you really want to know the truth about Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Well, I haven't told anyone this, but
In Salem, everything and everyone belongs to either God or the devil. Dissent is not merely unlawful, it is associated with satanic activity. As Danforth says in Act 3, a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. And so, get ready to enter a world in which some girls are good and some girls are bitches who pretend to be witches. Hot fire! And so, get ready to know a girl named Mary Warren. Accused of witchcraft, Mary stands before the court unsure if whether or not telling the truth will set her free or set her on fire. The townspeople became active in all of the madness, not just out of goody-goodness, but because it allowed them to act out every dark desire and hateful urge under the name of righteousness. What good is a secret if people can keep it? The secrets the girls released were only able to thrive because people benefited from them. And so, get ready to enter a world in which things are really wicked. So, if you feel the flames, don't pull the fire alarm, because things are really heating up in the crucible. By Arthur Miller. You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that, sir? I do, sir. I do believe she means to murder. That child would murder your wife. It is not a child. It is a whore.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're doing.
Please don't interrupt. Just experience my demonstration, and then I'll explain the rules later, okay? You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that, sir? I do, sir. I do believe she means to murder. This child would murder your wife. It is not a child. It white as a whore!
Okay, I'm not following a word you're saying.
This category is called dramatic interpretation. You perform all the parts of the scene yourself.
Why would you do that? Perform all the parts?
Because those are the rules for the National Forensics League.
I don't know what you're saying.
Speech and debate has its own lingo, okay? People in the know call this category dramatic interpretation. I'll teach you, don't worry.
Well, I'm not worried.
Did you even see The Crucible? It's an amazing play. We did it in the fall. I love big, fat, epic stuff. Angels in America, Hamlet, Wicked.
You were in the Crucible here? I saw that. Who did you play?
I was an extra. Like a fat pilgrim. I didn't even have a name. I called myself Goody Goodyear.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I didn't even get Tituba. I mean, Healy said she was black. Though historically, she's like Native Indian or South American Arawak, some shit like that. Whatever. I can't believe I didn't even get Tituba.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but I went as Mary Warren for Halloween, which was pretty sweet revenge. I dyed my waitress uniform black. I went around screaming, throwing tantrums. I was Mary Warren. What'd you go as last year?
I didn't go as anything. I'm a little too old to dress up. So wait, which one was Mary Warren?
She's the one who knows that basically all the other girls are lying, but she realizes if she tells the truth, she'll hang, so she saves herself. She holds it.
She lies.
She holds it in.
Well, that's lame.
No, there's nothing brave about telling the truth and then dying.
Sure there is. That's what the main guy, the lead, that's what he does. It's noble.
And then he goes to the gallows and leaves his pregnant wife behind. Real noble.
You don't mean that. You're trying to be all badass.
Yeah, I do. There's that one scene where the old man, Giles Corey, dies. They're piling stones on him because he won't admit to witchcraft. His last words, supposedly, and this is while they're piling stones on him, more weight. My last words would have been, get these fucking stones off my chest.
Whatever. I don't believe you'd really do that. What?
Nothing, I've just seen you around.
I'm sorry, do we know each other?
No, it's not important. Just seen you around, the sneakers stand out. Look, you should really get together. We have to make a presentation for the entire school board for the categories, and that's Ms. Langen's only requirement. That, and we need 3 people to get some basic funding and a rehearsal space, and to properly execute some of my original work. But I'm sure that other girl, she just went to the bathroom, I think. So.
Like 25 minutes ago.
She's taking a crap.
I'm not here to join the team.
What?
I'm writing an article for the school paper, and I wanted to ask you a few questions. I was just waiting around for the meeting to finish.
Oh,
Can we do a quick interview? If that girl comes back from the bathroom, we can stop.
yeah. Okay. Wow. I mean, you might want to join after I explain some of the other categories, like extemporaneous category. You really like that. It's where a contestant draws 3 questions about a topic and then
has 30 minutes to prepare an answer to the question, I know. I researched the categories to see if I was interested, but I'm not.
Well, what kind of research did you do?
I Googled speech and debate.
Because the kids call that category extemcom. I don't know if you got that from your research. You're Googling.
No.
Don't worry, I'll teach you.
I'm not worried.
Did you even learn about the other categories? Like cross-ex debate. That's the slang terminology for cross-examination debate. You get that hot glow,
Yo ho, I know. You keep doing that. Look, DeWanda.
Dewada.
I'm not here to write about the speech and debate team.
Then what are you writing about?
Do you know anything about Mr. Healy having any inappropriate relationships with students?
Whoa, why would you think I'd know something like that?
On your website, I found a link to your podcast from your blog.
Wait, my blog? You read my blog.
Oh, calm down.
And you didn't say anything earlier?
Well, I didn't want to freak you out.
That is my private journal.
Which you post daily on the World Wide Web.
If you're not going to join the speech and debate team, you need to leave.
What? Why?
Because I need to conduct the rest of my meeting.
I'm the only one who showed up.
Please leave.
Sorry.
Girl better be shitting.
Can you look at this? I think you might talk to me if you read this.
What is it?
Read it.
Is this a script?
Just read this for me.
Do you want me to read it cold? Like both parts?
I was hoping you'd read it
I'll
silently.
go this way when I'm bi guy, and then this way when I'm blonde
You
boy.
can if you want, but I...
How old are you? Just turned 18. I'm scared. What? You're too young. Is this a new script? Cause it's kinda dirty.
No, it's real. It's a real transcript from an online chat.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Healy is bi guy.
What?
Blonde boy is a new student here, a transfer. Keep reading.
Where did you get this?
Well, on your website, this kid, blonde boy, posted a message and his phone number for you. Oh, here, I printed it out.
Yeah, no, I know, but I don't respond to freaks who post their number online.
I did.
You called him.
Well, yeah, I'm a reporter. I wanted to find out the dirty end on Mr. Healy.
He talked to you?
Yeah. He said they were going to meet up at Riverfront Park, but then he
Riverfront
recognized Mr.
Park?
Healy's email
Oh my
address
God,
from the class
never
syllabus
go
and got
there.
freaked out. So I said to him, how do I know you're not making all this
So
up?
this is real?
Yeah.
If this gets out,
I
he'll get
know,
arrested.
I know,
You
but,
do know that.
But Blonde Boy's profile still says he's from Portland. Mr. Healy didn't think he was a student here.
I can't believe
And
this.
in this instance, the kid is 18, so I mean, it wasn't really illegal, but if you know something, it can help define this as a pattern, as opposed
Sorry, I can't help you.
Then why did you say all those things about your blog?
I heard some rumors going around.
Well, what were the rumors? They might be relevant.
No, I made them up.
Oh. What, so you really don't know anything else?
Look, I've answered all your questions, so we're done. Besides, I need to focus on speech and debate right now. There's a chance I could have latecomers.
Why are you pretending to care about speech and debate? You're only doing it because you can't get a part in the school musical.
I got a part, you asshole.
You got a part?
Featured ensemble, which FYI, most people just get regular old ensemble number 1.
Well, then why didn't you do
And
it?
number 2, if you would let me finish. It is completely unacceptable to get featured ensemble when you spent 3 weeks preparing your audition song. 3 weeks! Completely unacceptable. Most directors would have given me the lead.
I
You
doubt
know that if you saw my audition. Screw you! You use cover up to hide your acne and think nobody notices. Do you even know what I did for my audition?
No.
Winifred, the lead in Once Upon a Mattress, she sings this big number in Act 2. It's like a mock striptease, so under all my clothes I wear this nude body stocking. Do you even know where I'm going with this?
No.
So there I am, belting my brains out. And as the song progresses, I start removing parts of my clothing until they're on the floor, and I'm just standing there in the body stocking.
Did it look like you were really nude?
No! I mean, I had no nipples, but that was not the point.
Well, why wouldn't Winifred have nipples?
That is not the point. Oh my God, I should not have told you.
Well, what was the point?
To get seen, to be noticed. I'm not going to be noticed because of my tall frame or my golden hair or my amazing cheekbones. Actually, I have really amazing cheekbones, but I'm ready to get noticed. You wouldn't understand. You're not in my profession.
Well, no, but... No, there was this kid who had a novel published when he was 12. Oh, but then again, most writers don't hit it big until they're old. Like in their 30s.
And you will never hit it big if you keep writing stories you can't get published.
What does that mean?
Where are you going to publish the article you're writing? The school's not going to let you write about a teacher in the building.
I know, but my dad has this friend who works at the Oregonian. I'm thinking I could show it to her. They publish it there.
Yeah, won't you just take it and give it to a real reporter who will write the story? I mean, right?
I am a real reporter, first of all.
You're a kid, and you obviously have some weird agenda, so...
Shut up. I don't... Look, obviously, yes, I'd like to get my foot in the door as a writer, but...
And you are never going to get your foot in the door that way. Trust me. But,
What?
I mean, I'm just thinking. I could help you out if you wanted. I could read your article as part of the speech and debate presentation. I could read it in front of the entire school board.
No, thank you.
Well, all of the meetings are broadcast on live public access TV.
Nobody watches public access.
That's not the point. Your words would be preserved.
Look, no, I don't like performing.
Well, we could do it in a different category. I could read your article word for word in original oratory. Think of it as broadcast journalism.
No, okay?
I'm just saying it's the best thing for both of us. Can you imagine the school board behind that long table wondering, who is that fierce talent? Why wasn't she Lori in last year's production of Oklahoma? I mean, the other girl didn't even have vibrato.
What are you talking about?
And where's this kid been hiding? Why aren't his articles the front page of the Trojan?
No, you don't understand. They're the ones responsible. I mean, my articles have been rejected only because, look, it's censorship. Okay, I wrote this amazing piece about abortion, okay?
What was so amazing about it?
Well, I'm a pro-life Democrat, so my position is unique and stuff.
Wait, unique, meaning fucked up?
Shut up, you didn't even read it.
I didn't have to read it.
Well, your audition was fucked up.
You did not see my audition.
Look, yes, I do like the idea of... I mean, this is a district that won't let me write about abortion or our own mayor's scandal, so yeah, the idea of a forum in which they are forced to listen is...
And on TV, your words would be preserved.
No, but the idea is kind of...
Amazing?
No. We'd get in trouble.
For turning in a child molester. I mean, that is what you think he is, right? Based off your chat with this kid?
Look, if we did this, I would have total control over how my material gets presented.
Of course.
And I'd want to rehearse to make sure that you read my reading the right way.
Of course. Of course. And I just need to work with you to just make sure that my material...
Look, I told you I don't like performing.
I know. Are you a tenor or a baritone?
Well, what?
Never mind. I'm really glad you came today. We still need one other person to get some funding, but... I mean, I can do that unless you have some friends who...
Oh, most of my friends are at, like, other schools, youth
mine are older,
groups.
so they've graduated.
Oh, let me give you my number.
Your George Michael CD still has the price tag on
Oh,
it.
that's nothing. I just want to listen to a song. That's
Wasn't he arrested for masturbating in a public bathroom?
What?
Is that why you like him?
No. That's disgusting. Why would you ask that?
I just think that's how people remember him, that's all.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I think that's disgusting. My dad's waiting for me. I gotta go.
Hey. Yeah, this is the girl from monoblog.com. You posted your number for me? Yeah, I didn't think I'd call either, but we have to talk.
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire.
So sometimes when the stalls are full in the girls' bathroom, I'll go up to the boys' bathroom on the 3rd floor, because no one's up there after 3. I mean, I'll yell in first. I say, anybody in there? You know, something like that.
Can you please sit down?
No,
I feel very weird sitting here by myself.
I can't take another break for another 10 minutes, and I have an appointment this afternoon, so.
Just keep going.
So last year when we were rehearsing The Crucible, we were in a long line. We were all in costumes, so I snuck up to the boys' bathroom. I mean, I yelled in first, but nobody answered. And after I was done, I heard footsteps. Normally, I'll pull paper out so somebody knows that I'm in there. I'm a master at masking the sound of plopping poop. But because this is the boys' bathroom, I just kind of pulled it in, thinking like I'll wait it out. But then more footsteps. Maybe they came in together. I'm not really sure. I could see them through the crack in the door, but it was Mr. Healy and then him. Those white sneakers. I mean, their backs were to me.
And you sure it was him?
Positive. They both looked like they were peeing, but Solomon was standing farther away, like he was trying to show Mr. Healy his, you know. I mean, and then there was some touching. I don't really know how it started, because then I breathed, I inhaled, and they must have heard. They didn't see who was in the stall, but they just bolted. I sat in there for 20 minutes. I was scared. I was scared. How weird is that? Anyway, I know you said you'd only do one category. I brought the rule book for speech and debate, but you should really consider double entering. That's what the kids call it, double entering.
Is it because he's religious? You know, all that Catholic guilty stuff, is that it?
Hey, I'm Catholic. That's not
You're
it.
not practicing, are you?
Just relax, okay? And you should really order something.
No. Solomon's getting jerked off by the teacher after school, and he wants to go public of what he knows about me. Is he, like, insane? Boss, a little faggot.
He can't say anything about you. If he says something about you, he says something about him.
You could have told me this over the phone.
Hey, do not get pissy with me. I'm doing you a favor. I didn't have to tell you all of this. I only told you because
I'm not joining the speech and debate team.
You promised. I never would have told you if
Can
you...
you please sit down? We both don't even know each other. This is like so weird.
You promised. And FYI, it's not weird for me to be standing and talking at the tables. Most customers love me. Just FYI.
Why didn't you say something?
When?
Last year when you saw all that.
What was I supposed to say? Mom, I saw a teacher touching a student in their bathing suit area.
Baby.
It's in stranger danger. You don't remember that?
Sorry.
I mean, I guess it's better than saying, don't let anybody touch you in your vagina. But
People are staring.
obviously you don't want this to get out.
No. Solomon opens his big mouth and I'm known as the pervert cruising for online sex. Do you really think I'm going to get a gay straight alliance started?
People have their own secrets.
People care. That's why being in Salem is so... I hate the straight fraternity dudes. That they can have their porn and Howard Stern can talk about how it's like doing women up the ass. And they're just normal straight guys. But if there was a gay Howard Stern on the air,
I
then...
like Howard Stern.
That's not what I'm trying to say!
What does this have to do with Solomon? You're out, you're proud, you can do whatever you want. I mean, more than most minorities, so stop whining.
No way, no way.
Yeah, wait. Homophobia is so 1985. Most people think it's cool.
It's not cool. It's not trendy. It's biology. Shh.
I'm just saying. Spill your cup or something. Help me look busy.
What?
Just do it.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, people our age don't even have these hang-ups. By the time we're adults, it won't even be an issue. And by the way, I didn't say spill the whole goddamn cup.
Do you really think people will think awful things about me if they saw that chat transcript?
I mean, I'm a double minority, so.
What? What are you talking about?
Saying if you're gonna whine about me.
I am not whining!
I'm female and Filipino. Where's my rabbit?
You don't look Filipino.
You don't look gay. Yeah, you do.
Isn't it?
Yeah, blonde boy. And what shade of blonde are you? Ebony?
Shut up! The name gets guys' attention.
I mean, my grandmother was half Filipino, which means I'm an eighth, which means my kids will sometime be like a 16th, or is that how it works? You just keep dividing?
I guess, but what do you mean by something? I mean, aren't you, from your podcast, you seem that you were already
What?
expecting
Expecting what?
or aren't you?
Hungry?
The water.
I am not pregnant.
Really? Because from your podcast, you seem that you were.
I was drunk if I said that I was. I'm not pregnant.
You know, I work at Januzzi's, the pizza place near the Family Planning Center.
Yeah, I know where it is.
I saw you go in there.
No, it wasn't me.
You had your uniform on. It's kind of memorable. How classic is it that in the Salem strip mall you can get an abortion and a slice of pepperoni pizza in one shot? I am so sorry. I didn't know it was a secret or
Yeah,
anything.
it is. And I was there for a friend, just.
Oh.
So I could see how you'd think that.
Yeah, because when you went in there by yourself.
I was late. All right, sir. I'll come back with some fries.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't know it was a secret or anything.
I'm going back there this afternoon for, obviously. How many people know? Who would you tell?
I don't really tell. I don't know anyone here. I just want to get my senior year over with. What do I care what you do with your life? I can care less. These are terrible.
They're from that lady's table over there.
I hate Salem.
Have you ever had a scare like this with a girlfriend or
No. I had sex with a woman.
never?
Came out when I was like 10. Came out young.
What was your first time like?
It was fine.
Were you 10?
I was not 10.
I mean, mine was fine. It was a mess. You know, it didn't even go all the way in. Does that count? You know, they never tell you that.
Does your mother know?
No. If she knew, I would be going to hell and sitting through a lesson on the rhythm method. So
Where are your friends?
they're older. They
Where is-
graduated. So
Where's the father?
I called him the day after just to say hey. He was like, I never would have slept with you if I wasn't so drunk.
So you guys gonna get married?
Yeah, in the spring?
What are we gonna tell Solomon?
We're not telling Solomon anything. If we say something, the speech and debate team will fall
I don't care
apart.
about the speech and debate team, okay? I care about my reputation.
And I care about mine. I need this. I need some form of performance on my transcript. How am I supposed to be an actress if I can't even get work in my own school district? So you promised you're doing this.
So I let him use my private life as material?
Yes, because I'll be the one performing it.
I don't understand.
I won't actually do it. At the end of rehearsals, I'll say I want to switch material. Solomon would never read his own story. He'd be too
Oh,
embarrassed.
I think you'd want to.
And if he does, then we'll out him.
You expect me to be in the same room with him and keep my mouth shut? If he pisses me off, I'm going to say something.
And if you do, I'll say something about you, blonde boy.
That I like messing around online?
Oh, so then you won't be embarrassed if people find out.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. You leave yet? These aren't from another lady's table. I lied.
I don't believe you. I'm starving anyway.
Distract me. My appointment's in an hour. Can you tell me a story?
I can't think of any. Once upon a time, there was a kid who always wanted to time travel. And he finally got what he wished for, and he went all the way back in time to biblical times.
You're a popular, popular chick. It is what
traveled to a land that's strange and foreign.
Girl, tell me a name.
It's Mary Warren. Boy, this is Salem. I just had my trial. They think I'm a witch. They think I'm vital. They said, girl, you'll hang. You must confess. So I lied and said, yes, I am possessed.
You held it in.
I held it in.
But Mary, you lied.
I held it in.
Don't you feel awful?
Yes, but I'm alive. This girl is headstrong, Abe. I lied in court. What the heck? I lost my honor, not my neck.
Wow, Mary, this makes me think twice of the talk I was going to have with my parents today.
What talk, Abraham?
Oh, you know, I just wanted to tell her I'm a little different, that I love them, but I also love the way the army men look in and out of their uniforms. That kind of stuff, Mary Moore.
You want my advice, Abraham?
Yes, Mary Moore.
Hold it in.
I shouldn't tell them.
Not on your life. Just hold it in.
But they'll still love me.
Boy, get a wife, a sexy lady. Don't you want to run the country someday?
Yes, you think I can do it.
Not if you're gay.
But I'm bright, I'm moral, I can win.
Trust me, I'm a pure hold it in. Just hold it in.
Girl, I can't lie.
Swallow your pride.
If I hold it in, I'll lose my
If
bravery.
you hold it in, you will end slavery.
I win. If I hold it in.
Two teenagers, lost, separated by different times, yet united in their quest to speak their minds. Far-fetched? Perhaps. But far from true? Far from it. Teenagers today are holding lots of things inside. Feelings, fears, and guns. But by keeping things hidden inside, who are kids really helping? Themselves or the adults who would rather ignore uncomfortable subjects rather than engage them? After all, do we live in Salem, Oregon, or Salem, Massachusetts, circa 16 insert date of whenever the witches were burned? Puritanism seems to be lingering in our country. So I ask, would Mary Warren's naked forest dancing be any more welcome today? Let's find out. At this point, Solomon DeWatta and Howie strip down the nude body stockings and do some forest dancing.
Body stockings? Are you retarded, Tawada?
It'll be tasteful if you guys commit, trust me.
What is a nude body stocking?
I'll show you mine.
No!
Look, I agreed to participate, but there will be no naked forest dancing in the presentation. Oh, this is from your musical, isn't it?
It falls within the rules of group interpretation. Group interpretation is just that. A group interpretation of a narrative, also called narrative theater. Costumes, props, and visual aids prohibited. Shit, we have to lose the costumes.
The costumes aren't the problem. It's the material.
Well, when Howie told me about the stories you guys wrote as kids, I realized that was the missing link from the story that I've been trying to write.
Oh my
Mary
God.
Warren time travels and meets various figures in American history: Abe Lincoln, Martin Luther King, Idina Menzel.
I didn't give you permission to use my story.
You can't trademark teenage Abraham Lincoln. And as team captain, I think the school board should be able to get to know us to do one category. And group interpretation allows us to do that. Tell a story together.
Then we do it. But we come up with material that we each had a hand in creating.
Can we please get this over with? Please!
Fine. But we'll do group interpretation, material TBD for the category, aka Sans Joe.
Yo-ho, I know.
Come on, as team captain,
Self-appointed team captain.
I'm not acknowledging those remarks. I think that we should get a progress report and check in. So can we get in a circle, please? Please. Please! Thanks.
This is a triangle.
Howard, you agreed to do the category of declamation?
Yeah. I'll find a speech. No problem. That's it. Please?
And Solomon?
Well, Dewada was helping me do original oratory.
Double O, yes.
Well, I was thinking I could have you read the article I wrote about, the mayor and Mr. Healy and all.
Oh, I can't wait to read it.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, he's being difficult. Howie's just nervous about he'll come off in all of this.
No, don't worry. That's why I'd like to have some other material precede the speech. I'd like to use Howie's transcript.
Wait, I don't understand. You want me to read Bye Guy and Blonde Voice Chat first?
Oh no, I want to showcase it myself using a different category. Poetry reading.
How?
I think it needs to be visual. I'm a wizard with PowerPoint. I can project the chat and then suddenly it's in its original form. It becomes physical, it's cyber poetry. And more importantly, it's indisputable. It's closer to real reporting. It's evidence.
This isn't a trial?
Yeah, and while I'm really proud of you for learning about a new category, especially since Howie has never shown any speech, spirit, the rules say you can't use audiovisual.
Then we break the rules. I mean, the material itself will be controversial enough, right?
I don't know.
And I think we can have music underscoring it. Something ordinary to show that you're just some common kid. An ordinary boy who found himself in extraordinary circumstances. So no one will think you're a freak.
Speak for yourself.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
You keep looking at me all weird like you hate me or something.
You obviously have those feelings, not me.
You work overtime to be this
Tom,
ordinary,
time out.
perfect little boy. It's like you're obsessed at being normal.
What? What am I?
All you wear is polo shirts. Polo shirts!
I like my
It's like you're
shirt.
always in a costume or something.
What? I like collars.
You don't even have a
I
personality.
like
You are so...
collars.
You make me so sick. I just hate the way you act. It just makes me so sick.
And I hate the way people use too much vibrato when they're singing. Your turn.
You're not funny.
Now that that's over, next order of business. The next order of business is, well, I don't know if I told you guys, but I called that reporter that Solomon's dad knows, and she wants to get a human interest story.
Dewada, why would you do that?
I'm talking, okay? So she wants to get a human interest story on the speech and debate group. I don't remember, but I told her she could come.
No.
You
We're
shouldn't
gonna
have
have
told her
some
about
reporter come
telling
in
me
and talk
first.
with
You
us
You
about
guys
stuff.
don't even have to do anything. You just sit there and talk for smile for 10 minutes. I'll be doing all of the performing.
No, you're not performing. If she comes, we're discussing my work. She's my contact. Maybe I even... I'd have to break the story about Mr. Healy.
What? No way.
No, she'll just take it and write it herself. We're saving that for the presentation.
I know, but I keep thinking that maybe people should know now. Like it's our responsibility to tell people.
You are gonna regret it if you break this story.
What's that supposed to mean?
He means Mr. Healy will get fired.
Isn't that what you want? I mean, you're the one who's been talking about revenge.
What's the big deal? I'm legal in the state of Oregon. Have you ever even had sex?
Now you're just going off on a tangent.
I'm just trying to understand why you're so obsessed with
Well,
stories of
I'm not
sexual
obsessed and
misconduct. First the mayor, and then when you learn about Mr.
I
Healy.
pursued it.
Is it newsworthy?
Yes! I think the mayor's personal life is fair game because it conflicts with his public policy.
That's the mayor. Mr. Healy isn't.
Well, I think his online behavior conflicts with what most people in this district expect from a public school teacher, Howie. I mean, do you disagree with that? How can you disagree with that?
Ladies,
He
please!
did not know I lived in Salem, okay? Fine. You're right. I'm just embarrassed about it, okay?
Just because you know about it doesn't give you the entitled right to broadcast it.
I disagree. I mean, what if he hurts another student?
Who did he hurt? Tell me, who did he hurt?
I don't know. Stop yelling at me.
Can we just get back in the
We
circle?
are not meeting with her.
Well, that's not your decision.
Yes, it is. I'm the one who will look like a freak.
Well, you should have thought about that before you had that chat. My dad's waiting for me. I gotta go.
As Mayor of Salem, I want to sincerely apologize to you for the shame I have brought to the city and to my office. This week, the Statesman Journal reported that I have visited a gay chat line and I had relationships with adult men. I don't deny that.
What are you reading? Is that supposed to be your speech?
Why don't you let me finish? I have always considered a person's private life private and have respected others in that way. I intend to keep my private life private as well. I apologize. I do ask one thing of you, if you are willing. Since my cancer, I've taken to prayer and believe it has healing powers. Please pray for me.
Isn't that from today's paper?
The mayor emailed this to all the city employees.
Declamation is usually the reading of a speech that's acclaimed, like the Gettysburg Address or something, not some public statement that has no literary or historic value.
At least he was man enough to apologize.
Is that an apology?
That's why it's so sad. The man's practically dead, even when he can barely bring himself to tell the truth. Even when he's backed into a corner, it's awful.
It's awful that he would bring up his cancer. I mean, where was his cancer when he was cruising the web for barely articulate 18-year-old boys? And that part about adult relationships, well, that's a lie. I mean, just because the kids were 18, he's calling them adult relationships.
Don't you think that successful, powerful, straight guys would spend time with a teenage girl if they had the chance, if the girls are willing?
No, I don't know. I mean, not if they were good people. Jeez, and what's with your euphemisms? Spend time with teenage girls? That's a bit glossy, don't you think? I mean, you're not even capable of saying what you really mean.
Are you gay? Are you?
What? Who are you talking to? What is this?
Solomon, we don't care, but if you are...
What? Look, if I am, it's none of your business.
Well, according to you it is. It conflicts with your public
Well,
policy.
that's politics. I'm not in politics. Look, if you don't talk to me, I'm leaving. What is this?
Well, that's hypocritical if you are.
In hypocrisy, if I was hypocritical, it would be irrelevant.
Oh, so you're hypocritical then. Tell me, what's that?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me if you're gay.
Why? What, is this because today I changed the style of my shirt? Huh? Look, I told you this would happen. I took your advice and I dress a little different, and look, you're already assuming I'm gay. Come on, guys, what is this?
Solomon, it was me in the third floor bathroom last year. I saw you and Mr. Keeley. I was the one in the stall.
Use anything you know about us without our permission? We can easily tell people what we know about you. I would like to have the copies of our conversation and transcripts.
What did she tell you? Because I don't even know. What is this all about?
Solomon.
Look, no, I'm just saying. I have no idea what you're talking
We
about.
won't tell anybody. Tell me we won't say anything.
Whatever. Sure. Okay. Whatever. I don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
saw you.
Well, whatever. I've got to go.
Oh my God!
Are there like paper towels or anything around?
Nobody knows. I only told Howie.
Do I have something to say to you?
I lost my virginity with my sweatshirt on.
What?
I feel bad. He looks like he's about to kill himself. Nobody knows that. I never told anybody that.
Oh, leave him alone.
I was kind of drunk and I was on my mom's bed. I don't
Oh
even
my
know how
God.
it started. My pants were just around my ankles.
Oh my God.
It wasn't even a nice sweatshirt. Like, I could have been wearing a nicer one. I couldn't look at it after it was done. I threw it in the garbage. My mom pulled it out and was like, Dewada, we don't throw clothes away. If you don't want it, we have to donate it. I have a champion one that I like. Something nicer. I won't tell anybody. Your turn.
Oh my God.
Do it.
I'm in love with Dewada.
I hate you so much. How much do I hate you?
That dance I made up for the Boy Scouts talent show, I said I left before I could embarrass myself. Well, I did teach them to dance. All the kids, guys younger than me, laughed. The leaders all laughed. They even did this thing where they tried to hide the fact that they were laughing, like shifting their weight, looking away so I couldn't see them smiling. I could tell, obviously. Then they said they don't have enough time to learn the rest of the dance when there was at least 15 minutes left, so it was really bad. Then the kids called me Miss Gay BSA. So,
BSA like bathing suit area?
no retard. Boy Scouts of America.
I mean, Mary Warren got in trouble for dancing naked in the forest with Tituba, so.
You are so retarded to watch.
You're totally teaching me those dance
Jesus
moves.
Christ.
Oh my god, guys, I just got the best idea for our group interpretation number. You want to hear it?
Nope.
No,
No
of
thanks.
course not.
When?
Dewada, like,
Howie! No. My chance, my team has taken a consistent backseat to all your homo drama, so let's get this straight. You're both doing this. And no more crapping over all my ideas like you did last time. You're doing this. Promise?
Dewada.
Promise!
Fine. One presentation,
Not unless
one
you
performance,
promise that
and we
none
are
of this
done.
is-
I'm really moved by this team spirit.
What's that smell?
My vomit.
So, are you going to come out to your parents?
Stop it, Howie. Look, you think you know me. They already know. Did you know that? No. So,
Huh?
look, I know you guys think you're some sort of private eyes breaking the story.
Well, you
They
never
know.
said you were gay.
Last summer, my parents took me to this camp,
Your parents know?
which, for the first time, addressed all these gay issues.
Like musical theater camp?
You're gay. You're gay. Who cares?
Exodus. It's this place for kids who are what some people call us as ex-gays.
Jesus Christ.
Let him talk.
A place for kids who don't want to live the gay lifestyle. Who want to live a life free of all that. Who don't want to be all promiscuous and stuff.
Gay people don't have to be promiscuous.
Stop
I can't believe you just
yelling
said that.
at me.
She's deranged. That doesn't mean all straight people are.
Excuse me, blonde boy.
She doesn't go sleeping around with people she meets online.
I'll do that, Solomon.
Why are you always serving for sex all the time?
Why'd you get drunk at a party, get knocked up, and spend the afternoon at an abortion clinic?
Howie!
Oh, shit.
I knew you were pregnant.
You say that!
I'm so sorry.
Shut up.
You shut up!
You had an abortion?
Shut up! What happens now?
I don't know.
Look, what you saw, it wasn't what you think.
Really? Okay, you tell me. What did I see?
Look, it wasn't. I mean, I wasn't hurt or anything.
Okay, so...
And I don't know if. Look, I don't know. Maybe you guys will laugh.
I'm not gonna laugh.
And I don't know if maybe. As a guy, if I lost my virginity, I don't know.
I think I would have seen that, trust me.
It was not your virginity. But I hardly doubt he went that far.
Not in the bathroom. Ooh. Look, I wasn't hurt or anything.
Solomon,
Look, he didn't hurt me, never.
Hello, can I come in?
None of this leaves this room, okay? None of this leaves this room.
Hello! Hi guys. Hi. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Hi, I'm Jan Clark. We're from the Oregonian. Yes. Hi. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Don't mind me. I will just sit and observe if that's all right. Friend of yours, DeWanda. We were talking last week. Well, actually, she left all these voicemails on my phone and asked me to come and see one of the rehearsals. So, Solomon, I called your dad, and he said that you'd be here, but he said he was gonna call you in your cell, let you know I was coming.
My phone was turned off.
Oh, well, just pretend I'm not here. I will just sit and observe.
The three of us were just practicing Lincoln Douglas debate.
Lincoln Douglas is two people.
Can you come back at another time? Kind of working on some rough spots at the moment, so.
Yeah,
Well,
we're just a bit of a mess right now, so.
Well, is there a particular rehearsal I should attend, or?
You should come back for group interpretation.
Oh, well, what's group interpretation?
It's the only category we do together. We get to tell a story.
Oh, what story will you be telling?
Well, we can tell anything, a fable, a legend, a fairy tale, but we've decided to tell this story of how we came together.
A lot of stuff.
That is exactly the story that I'm hoping to capture. I mean, I cover the regional beat on the local NPR station. I mean, this is exactly the thing they love to air.
You mean it would be read on the radio? Amazing.
Oh, well, it's not so amazing. I mean, it would just be me reading a shortened version of the piece I'm putting together for the Oregonian.
Could I read it? I mean, I'm amazing at voiceovers.
Well, no. Journalists normally read their own reports.
Well, I could play you. Could I play you?
Duada, hey.
Back.
I really want to get this in the Sunday broadcast, so I mean, the sooner that you guys can tell me your story, the better.
I mean, it's pretty controversial, just to warn you.
Duada.
Oh,
I didn't tell her anything.
what's controversial about it?
The rules of group interpretation state that we can't use costumes and props, and we unfortunately use costumes and props, so that makes it controversial, so.
I see.
Well, dancing isn't allowed either, but I just couldn't resist using the very special moves Howie has in place for us.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, what type of dance?
A striptease, mainly. I still have my long stockings.
Now that does sound controversial. Is there a significance to all of this dancing?
Well,
or-
Jan, besides giving me a platform for my 10 years of jazz modern training, the striptease symbolizes that as we remove our clothing through metaphorical conceit, we are revealing our bathing suit areas, which is a term for stranger danger. It means the penis and penis and vagina. So it's a mashing of our voices.
Mostly hers.
Okay, can you tell me more about this bathing suit business?
She means it's like we're showing people that ready or not.
Here come our bathing suit areas.
Please don't talk. She means that ready or not, we're going to be discussing issues that are affecting us in real terms, adult terms. And we won't apologize even if it makes you uncomfortable.
And my dance moves aren't that special. Just a disclaimer.
He's just nervous. People will laugh at him. Childhood trauma.
People will laugh at us, Dawada. They'll think you're a joke.
I'm
She
choosing
doesn't get it.
not to acknowledge that, Howie. And by the way, I know what people think of you, Dancing Pants.
I'm really sorry about this.
No, not at all. I mean, this is quite good timing, really. Oh, well, you see, I'm writing a new foreword to my book. It deals all with adolescence, you know, how kids like you form groups apart from adults and, well, the formation of the groups. I mean, I think it would be the perfect new beginning to capture this image of the three of you performing this group event. Oh, shoot, what was it called?
Group interpretation.
Yes. Now, could I possibly stop by before Friday, just even to see a rough rehearsal? I mean, you would be doing a huge favor. Of course, I'll talk to all of your parents, you know, make sure that's okay.
Well, what do we get out of it?
Dawada,
Well, other than an appearance in the Oregonian, I'm not really sure what I would have to offer.
Is your sister still on the board for the Salem Dinner Theater? I Googled you. Sorry if that's weird.
Yes, it is weird, Dewana.
She's an actress.
Oh, well, I can certainly introduce you if you like.
Oh, that's not necessary. We're not asking for any favors.
Actually, do you know anyone who's in town willing to be the advisor of the Gay Straight Alliance? I've been searching for someone for about a month.
How?
What?
No promises, but I think I might be able to help you out.
Again, there's no way we'd be ready in time.
Oh, and Solomon, your father mentioned to me about the article that you're putting together for the school paper. I mean, no promises, but I think we may be able to find a place for it at the Oregonian.
The mayor may not be granting interviews, but 3 local students are talking about the biggest political scandal in Oregon's history. The newly formed speech and debate team at North Salem High School, led by team captain DeWanda Jones, is attempting to explore the ins and outs of the sex scandal and other taboo topics using the various speech and debate categories in unconventional and creative ways. Regional beat reporter Jan Clark sat in on a recent rehearsal of the team and had a chance to speak with Salem's young oratorical pioneers.
The rehearsal I attended was anything but ordinary.
That's right.
Now, up first was a wild dance fantasia in which the kids removed their clothing to reveal that they were wearing beige undergarments.
You didn't get the metaphor, Jan.
A self-professed symbol of their struggle to bare their souls to an adult community that rarely takes the time to listen.
Please call it DeWanda again, please.
Now, a more detailed version of this scene will make an appearance in the new foreword to my book, Adolescence Alone, now in its 8th printing from Simon &
Is she
Schuster.
plugging her book?
Now, as I mentioned in my book, kids of this generation tend to seek out a safe place, an escape from the loneliness. They form small, complex clusters of friends to help navigate the complex world of high school together.
No, we're not.
Now, as I wandered North Salem's halls, I too was faced with my own fears and insecurities. I was also faced with the frighteningly familiar smells of the cafeteria, the mixture of pine sol and rotting food.
That would be my vomit.
And as I sat in that classroom, I was reminded of the simple truth. Adolescents crave meaningful relationships with adults who care about them.
DeWanda!
Mother, go die so you can be dead.
Now, this is, of course, an oversimplification of my own argument, which makes its appearance in Adolescence Alone from Simon & Schuster.
Stop plugging your book, Jan.
Now, as for Solomon, Howard, and DeWanda...
Yes! Yes!
Now, while their work may not be particularly groundbreaking, and while their writing and performance may not show prodigious skill, well, one day soon, these 3 will be ready to share their performance with you. And when they are, I encourage you to attend. If you go to listen, you will leave talking.
Jan Clark will be reading from her book, Adolescence Alone, at Barnes & Noble this Saturday at 1 p.m.
Pathetic.
Unbelievable.
Media whore. How weird is it that we're the only members of the speech and debate team and the Gay Straight Alliance?
Well, it's after 3. I guess we could get things started. Well, first on the agenda is meet and greet introductions.
Hi, I'm Solomon.
Hi. I think we met on the 3rd floor bathroom last year.
Okay, enough.
That's disgusting.
Enough. I'm sure more people will show up once the word spreads out.
My parents think I'm at community service.
How are Mary and Joseph doing?
That's not funny. They're shipping me off to Exodus again for their spring seminar.
Thanks.
But we got a family therapist now, though. And she made them promise not to send me back if things don't work out.
That's a progress. Yes?
Yeah, some.
Oh, I'd like to add something to the agenda. The dates that I'm going on for the Salem Dinner Theater's production of Fiddler on the Roof. It's a gay-friendly theater, so it's relevant.
That's fine, Daughter.
How's that going?
Good. I'm the understudy for all of the daughters, and I have to serve drinks during intermission. But I'm going on the 20th. Sprints is having her wisdom teeth out, so.
Nice. Duly noted. Come in. Come in. Oh. That's weird. There's no one there.
Oh my God, we have a gay ghost. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's Mr. Healy coming to haunt us.
That's not funny.
He's offering blowjobs to all the incoming students.
Stop it. Come in.
You guys want to give me head, cocksuckers? Fucking faggots!
It was your mom and dad, Solomon.
You don't think they heard what we were talking about, do you?
We didn't say anything specific. Yeah, we didn't say anything.
You heard what she said.
I was talking in general. Nobody heard. God.
So, should we keep going?
Yeah. Yeah, so next on the agenda is election for positions. There are 4 positions. Let's wait until next week when we have more people show up. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Duly, meeting adjourned.
So don't forget to tune in at 8 o'clock.
No other plans.
They didn't hear anything.
You don't know that.
What if they did? What if they did?
Look, I don't know if she said, if Dewada told you all the details, if she said that I was the one that, I don't know.
Does it matter?
Well, yes, because I'm not telling people that, okay? Hey, maybe you and I could hang out sometime, you know?
Yeah. As friends.
Oh, well, yeah, of course as friends. Of course as friends.
I believe you're gonna need a Christian hobby. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm gonna meet like 1 million at Exodus, so.
I know. I know.
Cool then. Well, yeah then, awesome. So, we'll talk soon. Huh?
Yeah. And I did go and meet Mr. Healy that night at the park.
You said you didn't.
Well, he never showed up. Shouldn't have sent my pic. I guess he never liked blondes. I'm kidding.
So,
I just wanted to tell you. I don't want to talk about it.
me neither.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as a friend. Now you're in my way. I strained my soul for a wish. Pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding. Break machine, skin was sharp. Hard night, wind was blowing. Where do you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my
Right now, the overture is striking up on North Salem High's final dress rehearsal of Once Upon an Actress. Sadly, I will not be performing in this year's production due to miscasting. For weeks I plotted my revenge, especially after meeting two lovely young ladies who loved my blog. Two really girly fans.
I'm going to
She's
kill her.
dead.
But then I thought to myself, Duwada, what would Jesus do? What would Mary do? What would Mary Rogers do? What would the organization in charge of licensing do? So I called them. And imagine my surprise when I was informed that if any changes were made to the script without proper consent, a representative of Rogers and Hammerstein would be flown out and see the show. And if the allegations proved true, the show would shut down.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Obviously, this is purely hypothetical, but if I were you, I wouldn't buy my tickets in advance. So, Mary Rogers, may she rest in peace. Whether that be in her grave or on her living room couch, this song is for you. Sing it with me now. Sing it with me now.
Hey, keep it down!
Signing off for the last time.
Howdy, are you singing in there?
You got a problem with that?
No, but our neighbor asked that you please shut the window.
Shit. Sorry.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My